All right, so we're going to talk about project number 4, which is the Galleria Wine and Chili Festival. This is the example of what was put out last year, and you can see it's just one giant hot mess. So we're going to talk about event flyers in terms of what needs to be there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth between this graphic and the and a Microsoft Word document of what needs to be on this. So the first of all, this design is so poor. I could spend an hour just on the design. First of all, it's all capitals. That's bad. There's no spacing. There's hyphens where there shouldn't be hyphens. The event says this Saturday. Well, which Saturday is that? And it says from 12 noon to 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. So let's just go through what we need to have on an event flyer. So I'm going to switch over to Microsoft Word, if I can. And there we go. So what is the event? So the event is the 7th annual Wine and Chili Festiva. That's the first thing. So when we do an event flyer, we're going to do what is the event, where is the event. All right, so excuse my clock, it's the top of the hour, obviously. So if I go back here to the event page, I'm having a little problem switching. There we go. So it's at the El Dorado Hotel on Saturday, and we need to put in a date for the. So it's going to be. We're going to just pick a date in the future. So we'll just pick a Saturday sometime in the future. Let's say the 11th, 2020. The event is going to be from noon to 4:30 p.m. It's at the El Dorado Hotel. I just want to make sure I spell this stuff right. So the El Dorado Hotel. All right. I don't know why it's not letting me switch back. Let's see if I do this. There we go. All right. So when we do the event, we have to do the what, the where. We need to do the cost, which is usually a giant question when we're doing these types of things. So, oops. Undo. Let's go make that bold. All right. So the cost is $35 per person. Oops. Per person, and that includes unlimited tastings and a wine glass, a souvenir wine glass. Souvenir wine glass. All right. All right. So the next thing that we need to do is the details, and that's really answering the question of why should we come. So there's going to be a couple reasons why we're going to come. So there are 50 wineries and restaurants at this event. So for $35, we're going to have the ability to taste, 50 different wineries, wines, and 50 restaurants at the event. So that's an important thing. I'm not going to put that in right there. So there's going to be 50 wineries and 50 restaurants. The other thing that is kind of lost in the initial design is what it's for. So a portion of the proceeds to benefit the Gallery Food Brigade, which helps our hungry neighbors. So this is actually a fundraiser event. So we're going to say portion of the proceeds to help the Galleria Food Brigade which is helping feed our hungry neighbors. All right. Now the next question that we need to ask is how, in terms of the tickets. So we'll say advanced tickets available at, and if I remember right, let's see, here it is. Advanced tickets at the Gallery News and at the Armando box office. All right, so Galleria News and the Armando box office. Let's get the spelling for this. There's a Armando. And then the other thing we need to say is limited tickets at the door. And we should also say something like, I'm going to say advance tickets, and I'm going to put the word recommended because there's only limited tickets at the door. You could get there and the tickets could be slowed out. So I'm going to say recommended, advance tickets recommended, available at the Galleria News and the Armando box office, and it's to say limited tickets at the door. Now the the other thing that we might want to put in here is if this is a obviously this is an adult function, so we're going to have to put in here must be 21 years of age to enter. All right, this is not something we're taking our kids to. Now, in terms of the hierarchy, the visual hierarchy, the most important thing is going to be the first two things. The what is the event and where is the event. After that, the rest of this, the cost and the why, these are all secondary elements. Although I think the 50 restaurants and 50 wineries is important, and we might want to put that, in somewhere. So, but in terms of the information for this flyer, the name of the event is the most important thing. Then the where and where it's at and what it is, and then the cost, and then the why, and then the how. This is almost can be fine print. The how to get the tickets could be fine print. All right, so I'm going to save this Microsoft Word document and I'll attach it to in e-learning so that you have the information that must be on the flyer. Everything else is really not important.